Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Kicking off another one of these, my friends. A little earlier in the evening than usual. Actually, quite early. My kids are still awake. So you might hear some rumbling going on upstairs. We'll see how that goes. Getting all this together. And here we go. Hey, what's up, Congo? Okay, is my sound okay, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Nelson?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Good, man. Just doing the thing.
Cool.
The thing. How are you?
Good, good. All right.
All right, so now up. So we're gonna be working on boring shit tonight.
All good.
I'm
just waiting for
okay only.
the.
Okay. Early mean you don't get drunk, and that's good. I don't think you were that ranty, to be honest with you. I mean, relatively speaking. Right.
Oh wow! Sounds like you had a good time, Congo. Jeez.
Apparently.
Yeah, I really wanted to join last night, but I just couldn't. So.
Yeah, no worries, man. It happens.
So, wait, how many people were playing the game last night?
Oh, there's 4 of us playing.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
It was all the regulars. Myself,
nice.
Congo, Blade Wolf, and got him. All right.
Cool stuff.
So we're gonna try to do this. I'm actually just working on some basing stuff for Wrath of Kings. I was trying this without. The thing is, I'm gonna blame Andrew because he has my my white stucco, and I was planning on filling these bases with white stucco and then putting the epoxy on it, but still. So I used. I'm sorry. He has the white pumice, which is much easier to work with than white stucco. So I did white stucco, and we're just gonna hope for the best. So that's what we're doing tonight. Yeah. So what have you been up to, Nelson?
Oh yeah, I played a round of Batman with Scott today. He drove all the way from near the SD area, so yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, how did that go?
It was pretty fun. He's still learning. He's still getting used to version 2, and I decided to use my 4-man crew again, and then I figured it was a bad idea versus his 9-man crew. So sure enough, it was pretty brutal.
Did he take Mr. Freeze? Is that what he did?
He took Mr. Freeze as an actual leader. Yeah, essentially, that Mr. Freeze as a leader has 2 attacks. He has some Ice Blast Bomb, pretty much. So you have to pass your endurance roll, and if you don't pass, it's even worse. Okay. So luckily, I passed every turn, but then his subsequent turn that has a Ice template does a lot of damage. So a lot of guys has that on this team. So
oh wow.
They would just charge up and be in the lethal range and blast the ice beam at you. And yeah, it was frustrating because, 4 versus 9 characters, right? You expect to knock out their henchmen every turn. You have to. If not, you're going to get outnumbered. Yeah. You're going to get outscored. And I was very frustrated because the first 3 turns, I dumped like 12 or 13 dice, and I'll get like 4 stuns and 2 stuns. That one turn I told you, I dumped 13 dice with reroll and roll 1s and 2 on the strength hit. I'm like, oh my god, this is brutal. Gosh. This is so brutal. Like, yeah, granted, I can reroll for hit roll, right? For example, 6 dice combo arms, reinforced gloves. So I'll first check the hit roll. I'll pass that, but by the time when it comes down to strength, that I need a 3+, I'll get like 1s and 2s. So it's quite
Oh
frustrating.
gosh,
Yeah, it was quite frustrating experience.
those
So
dice are awful.
yeah, those dice were awful today, and Jeanette got straight up killed off too. So
Oh
yeah,
no,
it's just not a good crew
not
to
a good day for Jeanette.
yeah, not a good crew to play against someone that has 9-man crew or 10-man crew for sure. So
But
lesson learned: don't play a 3 or 4-man crew in Batman. It will get wrecked.
four-man crew for Batman is extremely hard to win a game with.
Yeah,
You really need to have a shot at winning a game, like a regular scenario, is 5 men.
even
I
five
think
man
4
sometimes
is
pretty
really hard.
difficult.
I'm not saying you can't do it.
Yeah,
What's that?
even 5 men is pretty difficult sometimes.
Yeah, 5 can be rough too. But 4 is like, if you're trying to score off objectives, you better take stuff like clues. You better take stuff that off of and then leave, because
Yeah,
that's I don't know. I just don't see how
yeah.
you can
You
how you
gotta
can keep up.
You can't. That's the thing. You literally have to kill someone's, like, not just a knockout. You gotta straight up casualty someone every turn. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Congo wants to know if you picked up the Kingdom Death. My hunch is no, but
No, I don't. Kingdom Death.
yeah. So the other night, Congo kind of tricked me into looking at the Kingdom Death, the Black Friday sale, and we saw some of the minis on sale for Black Friday, and I was like, oh man, and so I was like, okay, we'll all buy the detective, and we'll do like a group paint, and we'll all paint the detective at the same time. So like 4 or 5 of us bought the detective at the same time.
Oh wow. Assimilate to that non-believer.
Oh,
Oh
hey, what's up,
man.
Cameron? Looks like Cameron's out right now. He'll pop in later. That's cool. But yeah, that should be kind of cool. Like I like struggled over that. I was like, oh, I want to definitely want to buy the detective, and then I ended up buying the detective and the chef, um, because why the hell not? And I nearly bought the Black Friday Ninja. Talked myself out of that, thankfully. It's been a pretty good Black Friday for me. I really didn't buy other than the Kingdom Best.
Yeah, because
Um,
Dizzy was telling me, well, she was asking me if you already bought the Ivy crew or the Black A Prison crew. I was like, I don't think so. I didn't really see him buying
no, I haven't.
anything during Black Friday.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of that stuff yet.
Yeah.
But I'm not really worried about that, because if I buy it at CQ, I should get some sort of discount on it.
Yeah,
So
you
should be
always,
cool.
yeah. So, and plus, you
So
got a
like,
bunch of minis you have to paint, right? So,
oh yeah. And right now I'm working on this Techness stuff, and we'll see how this goes. I don't know if this basing is going to work, but we'll try it.
okay.
It's probably not going to be exactly what I want, but that's fine. So you took that same Batman crew. So it was
Yeah, and yeah, that's that same exact Batman crew that you and I pretty
mhm.
much ganged up on Jason's Joker crew. Um, and I figure Scott is still quite new, and I didn't want to build like a full on like SWAT officer and Red Hood only. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
just not be a fun experience for someone that's just trying to still get in the game, learning, the basic
Hmm.
mechanics. So I figure, hey, I'm gonna try this 4 versus 9. So like, and then like I previously stated, like with that, you literally have to casualties a henchman every turn, Because all he did was hold down
Mm-hmm.
all his objectives, right, with cheapy henchmen. And so what if you take down
Mm-hmm.
henchmen? He still got like 8 other henchmen. So like, um, it's just difficult. Yeah, that's something I've learned recently. That seems like most people I see now, they run a bunch of henchmen, so they can either use them as objective grabbers or just gang up on a high BP hero and unload like
Yeah.
eight to 10 dice, right? It just to the point where it's just a dice game. Like who can check more dice?
Right.
Most likely it's gonna hit.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Um, I think that one of the things I learned about Batman is the score is almost the least important part of the game. Because what's more important is like the narrative that by not scoring. Like I would say like the last game we played, I would have the characters parked on objectives, and I'm like, God, it's boring. And it wasn't until I like left the objectives to try to do shit that the funny stuff would happen.
right, that's the part. Like someone almost have to take the initiative to go out there and realize, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna be the bigger man. I'm gonna go out there and initiate a fight and make some, jokes and stuff. So
Yeah.
like if people play defensively, it's just like, oh, this is just gonna be a long ass game. Everybody parks on their objective. Granted, that's how you win, though, right? So
I like to kind of have a balance of both. Like I want to score, especially with the kind of crews I run, score early off objectives and then have enough in the tank to try to fight in the later rounds. It doesn't always work that way, but like the last game, I parked a bunch of girls on the objectives, and then every time I sent someone out, she would like almost die. Pull her back in, except for Canary. Canary dies like every game for me because I do stupid shit with her.
yeah, but she's so good though. She's like a
She
double
is
edge.
so good, but
Like
the thing I've learned with Canary rule is a double-edged sword because you want to get her up the board using the hidden rule,
right.
but like I have no with the rest of that siren like I have no good way of really supporting her. Like she can get up there, get really lucky off of the Canary Cry and like stall a bunch of people, but like the last couple of games, it really hasn't done what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, you have to time her perfectly and sing her down to like a crowd that's all jumbled up together, right? And that's very difficult to do because most of the time Batman characters are like spread out and trying to grab objectives unless they find a target. Like today, I should have shown you guys the picture. Batman got ganged up by 6 guys. It was pretty horrible. Yeah, Batfleck
Well, he's
was
pretty tanky though. I mean,
he's pretty
in
tanky,
theory,
but yeah,
you should have held out for a turn or two.
I held out
but
for 2 turns, but eventually just blood just started to pile up because those spray template is automatic hit. Once you're under the spray template, you're automatic hit. So even the bat armor doesn't kick in. At least that's how we play. I'm not sure that's correct. Do you know if that's correct?
No, bat armor does kick in. Bat armor always kicks in. If you
Oh,
take anytime because bat armor is applied after the damage roll. So you would still apply it. So yes, you're automatically hit.
Bat armor applies to his
And-
hit roll, though, right?
No,
It triggers
bat
after
armor
the
is
hit roll.
applied to the after the damage roll.
Oh, it is. Oh, huh. That's
Yeah.
okay. So we
Bat
definitely
armor
played
is
that wrong.
applied after damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this whole time I've been trying to like I'm like, okay, you can spray me under lethal section, so that's 2 blood, and then it just compiles. I'm like, oh, okay, it's an automatic hit, I guess. And then I didn't check the bat armor, and as soon as he hit the 3+ mechanical off the freeze gun beam, and it's just like, wow, 2 blood there, and just piled up.
No, you would get to save. You would get a bat armor save against every successful damage roll.
Got it.
You nerfed yourself on that one.
Oh, yeah, I definitely nerfed myself hard. I'm like, man, this is rough against this team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, but generally just not Weiss. Run 4-man crew.
And you can. The weird thing is, you can even dodge off of templates.
What?
At least, yeah, that's how it worked in first edition. I don't know. Maybe they changed it.
Yeah.
But you can still dodge off of a template weapon.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see any options on that. And then apparently Scott has played Donovan too, so yeah.
That's cool.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
obviously Donovan's a really strong player, so
Yeah, Donovan's a strong
that
player.
probably didn't go so well for Scott.
Yeah. And that's why I want to try
Scott's a pretty casual player.
He's a casual player. He's still learning, and this is his first time playing the second edition, so I figure I shouldn't try to power game this, That's not
like
the
my
best
experience with Scott was he always really played the more narrative games. He didn't really like competitive games, so
exactly.
And Batman is kind of both.
Yeah, you're right. Batman's both. He can play both ways, and he genuinely hopes that we can get a campaign going someday. So I'm like, I'm gonna really try to push for that, but it seems like everybody's busy, and we have so many games that we have to play, and Anyway.
Yeah, there's too many games.
Too many games, not enough time. So.
Yep. Yep. So I'm trying to get this Technis stuff ready. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've worked on a project this big. Like this is going to end up being 40. I want to say it's like 45 models.
Is this
so
for
a lot of pieces?
Someone hired you for this, or?
No, this is my own Wrath of King's army.
Oh wow!
That had been sitting around forever and ever.
Now I thought Wrath of King armies generally don't get that big. Is it that?
No, they can get fairly big. Like this is the largest game. This is the largest size game that I play.
Oh, what?
And
more than 40K?
What? Yeah, this is. Well, no, it's still. It's 40. This particular army is probably going to be around 45 miniatures. It's one of them. It's a horde army.
You guys try to trick
it makes sense. Well, the thing about Wrath of Kings is, it's a larger model count than most of the games I play, but it's actually cheaper than most of the games we play. The cost per mini is a lot cheaper, and they're actually pretty good quality. So, but this would be along the lines of like a Saga or any of those like slightly larger, almost Warma Hordes level, but not 40K level.
Because earlier when I was at CQ waiting for Scott, I saw those boxes that you mentioned right by the door. I was like, I wonder if they're on sale, but of course they're not. But I was like, they're $35 a box or so, but it comes with like 10 minis. So I did the math. I'm like, well, that's quite cheap. Like each model only costs you about $3 to $4. So
so let's see. This is the Technis starter box.
Okay.
And I think these retail for like $40 or $45. And in this box, you get 24, 28. You get 31 miniatures in this box.
Wow.
So it's like, it's
a little bit under $2,
maybe $1.
Yeah.
And then if you buy it on like Amazon or Miniature Market or anything, it's cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Like you can get these things for stupidly cheap.
Yeah, that's really good.
But it's a really good deal. But the problem I have with it is the painting it. Like it takes a while.
It takes a while to paint all that.
To paint all this stuff. I can't believe I've painted 3 or 4 Wrath of King's armies.
Does it remind you a bit of Warhammer experience, or?
It did, but once you clear the infantry, it's not that bad.
Because I recall you said that you don't. One of the reasons why you really disliked Warhammer is because you have to paint like a million shoulder pads. It becomes really repetitive.
Yeah. Right. And you
So
just want to kill yourself. You're like, this is terrible.
like when is this over?
Even the right, like if you did a Space Marine chapter,
Right.
you would paint probably in the area of about 40 Space Marines.
Oh god.
And they would all be the same color. And they're all essentially the same. You could maybe paint a veteran squad with a different color helmet or something like that. But they're all fundamentally the same. Like if I paint 40 Wrath of Kings miniatures, yeah, I'm painting 40 miniatures, but they're 3 or 4 very different units, like pigmen or armored guys or Chinamen or or like bunny ladies with like demon masks on. They have pretty cool themes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Congo's saying too many games, but I'll suck you all into Eden.
Yeah.
I just from a curiosity standpoint, I am planning on buying Eden. Like I am planning on buying a starter set, putting it together and painting it. 2 starter sets just to kind of play it and then review the game. That's something I used to do regularly back in the days. I would buy 2 starter sets for a game and play them, and then like kind of give a review of the game, which also included a review of like what was my experience painting the miniatures. Was it fun? Did I like the sculpts? Were they hard to put together? That kind of thing. Eden looks interesting. I really like that it's on a 2x2. I like that you have all the scenarios on cards, so it makes it a hyper portable game. And it sounds like from the sounds of it, like most games are going to run about 45 minutes to an hour, and that's kind of a sweet spot. Like if say me and Nelson are playing Batman, then we would play a typical evening. We'd play a game of Batman, right? And after that, it would be like, well, kind of want to play another game, but I don't have the energy to sit through another 2 hours of Batman.
Right.
Maybe we could break out some Eden and play a quick game of Eden. So it might fit as more like a filler type game, which would be nice too. Like Relic Knights, you can do that with. You could do that with Wild in the Streets. So there's a few games like that. Arena Rex, you could do that with. And that is a potential knock I have on Eden. Is like, okay, if I'm gonna because Eden is kind of like a gladiatorial style game, like it's a MOBA style game. If I'm gonna play something like that, I already do have Arena Rex, which has absolutely beautiful minis, and you could play a 4-player game of Arena Rex in 30 minutes, which is crazy. We used to do it all the time, actually. When we were finished with a bigger game, we would just break out some Arena Rex and play that. You haven't tried that yet, have you, Nelson?
No, I have not. No.
Do that at some point. That's not a game you need to buy, though. That's kind of the cool thing about Arena Rex is you don't have to buy it. I have enough for everybody. We just throw the pieces down and play.
Okay.
If you like those, like.
But,
I worked my magic. I could turn the actual DM against the part in Brimstone. What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. He's pointing on something evil.
He just wants to kill you. I don't know why.
Yeah, he was getting a hard on for my character, that lady, when her arm got chopped off, and he was which. And then I don't know, I think the other night he saw Disney painting my Harley. He was like, "Can you convert her arm into a tentacle?" I was like, "Geez." That's pretty evil of them, but Eden's quite expensive though for you two. For you two to just if you watch out, be on the lookout, because actually you guys already know because you guys are talking about buying it. But I'm looking at the starter set. I'm like, this is effing expensive. What's up with that? I don't know. Maybe you two could tell me something I don't know, but yeah,
I don't know. It's
you guys to look out.
I don't know. For me, I kind of accept it. Like if I'm gonna play a bunch of skirmish games, I know that the cost per mini is gonna be higher than a lot of other games, but you know, I am shocked that it's up there like Night Models level, and like Night Models you're paying for licensing and IP.
Yeah.
100% homebrew. So like, well, where's my money going?
Right, because that starter set, like you said, it's only few
Starter sets seem
characters.
reasonable.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, he's saying $30 on Noble Knight. That seems reasonable. But like some of the, if you were buying, a more specialized force, then it'll get a little more expensive.
Hey Andrew, you guy.
Yo, what up, homies?
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Andrew?
It's all good. How are you?
Good, man.
All good, man. Just
doing
chilling,
that basing
relaxing.
thing.
Yeah.
This is your fault, dude.
What?
Because I needed my white pumice.
Oh, I
to
keep
fill
forgetting,
these.
Sorry.
But I did, so I had to use white stucco. This is a way harder product to work with.
Wait, do you want me to drop off your
white
pumic
stucco
right
does
now?
cool stuff. What's
Wait,
that?
I could drop off the pumic right now if you want.
No, it's too late, dude. I already filled them all.
Oh,
it's okay. No worries.
Well, about that.
It's okay. I do need it eventually. Like I do use the pumice for a lot of different stuff.
It's straight up just
no.
in
That's
my
my fault.
trunk.
I left it during paint day. Yeah, it's okay. I left it during paint day and then like never.
Never returned
totally
to the
forgot about
rightful owner.
Yeah, it's just in my trunk. It's straight up just there, and every time I open it, I'm like, damn it.
Oh man,
Congo,
you need
I'm
to
reading
throw
all
a
his
lot of
comments.
dynamite.
Oh, dude, I'm the expert. I'm the explosive
You're
expert.
dynamite expert.
Who else is on the stream?
No, just you, me,
It's
and
just
Arcade.
us so far. Just us
Oh,
hanging
nice.
out in Congo in chat.
Yeah. Just hanging out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cam's here? Hey.
Cam was gonna pop in later.
Oh, sweet. I just talked to him yesterday, actually.
Yeah, he's been painting up some 40K.
Yeah. I think I was talking to him yesterday about like setting up a game day. So like if you want to join on
Yeah.
we can play some GB and a little bit of that dirty
Yeah, I mean
40K.
depending on scheduling, sure. I was talking to Kelly about because she wants to do a blacksmith's launch party.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, we could do that on a Tuesday, right? Like we did last time. She's like, well, what if you did it during the during Andrew's event? And I'm like, I'm not sure. Like you could logistically do it, but the problem is, your thing is a tournament. So it's like, okay, how are we gonna? I don't think that's gonna work out.
It might be a lot of bodies in one room because I think we have coming.
It might be where.
Oh, sorry, you glitched out. What?
Yeah, but then I wouldn't get to play in your tournament if I'm doing Guild Ball shit.
Yeah, and
or
then
we
guys in the tournament are also
Yeah.
GB players, which is the thing that's like, they're splitting the community. I mean, not saying that's a bad thing. It's just I know Kevin, Cody.
It's probably not a good thing if we're trying to drum up some interest for Wrath of Kings. Then it's like, oh well, by the way, we're doing Guild Ball too. It's like not the right time. But the good news is she has like 2 organized play kits and kickoff kits for Guild Ball. It's like holy shit.
Way.
Yeah, I didn't know they had all that stuff.
Well, damn.
Like, man, I need to play in one of my own events so I can get that LE Mist that I keep giving away every time I get an LE Mist.
Yeah, just bring in the Masons, dude. I'm pretty sure you can get real high up the ladder with the Masons crew.
With Masons?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. I'm like, I'm out of practice though, man. I got to get used to playing the timed games again.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, there's actually official clocks now.
Hmm. But it's good. I like playing Guild Ball that way. That's the better way to play it. Like you want to play sharp and make the best decision. I don't know. For some reason, that time constraint is good. Like it's healthy pressure to make the right decisions. I think it hurts certain teams though. Like Brewers, I think that clock freaking hurts.
Yeah, it does. But that, I mean,
Maybe farmers too. Brewers and farmers might suffer under a clock.
yeah, the synergy beatdown teams really do suffer, which kind of sucks. But I mean, like, makes you a better player.
Yeah. Like if you I think one of the best Brewers players I've ever seen was Luis down in San Diego, and he told me like, yeah, that was the hardest part was figuring out how the hell to play the team under the time constraint.
Yeah,
What the
it's
hell's
so
going on?
difficult to like chain all your buffs and knowing like which
Mm-hmm.
models to activate, and then because like there's obvious synergy where it's like, oh yeah, Tapper goes in first, pops the aura and stuff like that. But sometimes it's not that simple. Like
Yeah.
you can't be like, this guy goes first and this guy goes second and then this guy goes third. I figured out the clock. It's not like how Guild Ball changes around. It's
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
yeah, so I mean,
Most of the time, like Guild Ball, I usually after the initiative roll, at that point I've kind of figured out my activation order. With Masons. With my other teams, I still don't know. Like I'm still clueless. I don't know if that like with Alchemists, I still don't understand that team at all.
they're a weird bunch.
Yeah. All I know
I want
is
to.
that if I've Alchemist and you are too close, if you're like within 6 inches of the board edge, then your character is getting walked off the pitch.
Yeah, that is true.
That's all I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
What's it called? I really want to see you play V Catalyst.
oh, VCat.
Yeah, the big Hulk smash guy looking thing.
I would play him and drop Vitriol and then throw. Oh, I can't throw Mist in that team anymore in season 4, can I?
Yeah, because of the minor leagues.
Shit. So I would put. Who would be the Venin? Would be the player to drop in. Ugh. I'd figure it out because
I
it's
feel
kind of a
like
package deal. What's that?
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
If it's a
Oh,
package deal, if you're dropping OCAT, then Vitriol is really, really even worse to take. So if you're dropping OCAT for VCAT, then Vitriol for sure has to go because you're taking a really dumb model if you keep her in. So
yeah,
you
it's
then
true.
if you're taking VCAT, you can take either Venin for the range, the goal threat, or you take Mercury. And I'm
Hmm.
not really sure which
What
player I
about
would run in that scenario.
Octave? What about Crucible?
Let's see. I do like Crucible, but I feel like she's not. I feel like she doesn't have a good enough role with Midas. I don't know. I
Hmm.
do like her, but I don't think you get much out of her without running smoke.
Yeah, you do
If
have a
that makes
point.
sense. That's just me though, and that is like one issue I have with the Alchemist teams. It's like the captains are so well defined that each player is like, oh, take this player with that captain, take this player with that captain. There are only a few players that will cross over. Like Calculus plays well with both captains. Naja plays well with both captains. But there are a lot of players that like Catalyst. I'm sorry, like Crucible and Vitriol are like players that like. Why would you take Vitriol with Smoke? You really don't. Smoke has such a crazy threat range. Like, why would you throw that like 10 health liability in the middle of that?
Yeah.
Although Mark would do it because he always thinks of lesbian action.
Yes, that is actually very
That's
true.
Mark's reason for anything. Oh, they're potential lesbians, and he'll just feel them that way.
Well, I thought Smoke and what's her name?
In calculus, yeah,
Calculus. They're
Smoke
definitely.
and calculus are like yeah.
I thought Smoke for the longest time was a dude until I read the lore.
Because Smoke looks like she has a mustache.
Yeah, and like it's just the figure is very like covered up in the smoke and the character play box. So I was like, oh, that's a dude.
Yeah.
That's straight up when I first saw that model, I was like, this is Alchemist Jesus. I was like, this is Alchemist Jesus Christ right here. Like, it's official. Yeah. I was gonna, I feel
yeah.
like I know Steamforged Games has everything like planned out and stuff, but dropping the minor leagues after Union and Chains, I think that was a little dumb. I think they should have said that they were gonna do minor leagues first to make Unions and Chains more important.
Yeah.
Because now,
I agree with that. I agree.
I think people are like, oh, well, even if I lose Union and Chains, I could still play the original one, the one that I like, because it's a Union model.
Right.
And now you can't. It's like
I lost every. Yeah.
They should have totally said, like, all right,
Go ahead.
we're going to let you guys know. Like, we're going to make minor leagues. And yes, they're going to be much more synergy with your main guilds. But the problem is we're taking away Union, and that's why Union and Chains is such a big deal. Because there were tons of people who were like, yeah, I'm not logging my games. It's not worth it. Like, for example, Kevin, he could have logged 10 games. And that could have swayed, like, a lot of stuff. Like,
right.
Even me, I could have
only
logged
logged
5 more games.
3 of my games, and we recorded all of them. So, and video recording is worth more than pictures for points. But I didn't care because I was like, I don't want that. The Masons Decimate looked kind of dumb. I'd rather have a Brewers Decimate.
Yeah, so now it's kind of just like, don't get me wrong, I like minor leagues. I love the idea of them, and I love the fact that now there's technically like 2 factions in a faction, like 2 little like groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like my one problem is now that you can't take Union models, Union and Chains seems like it was such wasted potential because so many people just said, screw it, I'm not gonna log.
Yeah, that hurt me pretty bad because I need Harry a lot on my Alchemist team to make that team work.
That's what
I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do with that team now.
Well, I mean, minor leagues might be good to you, is what I'm thinking for Alchemist.
Maybe, yeah. Hopefully, but
remember,
Steamforge has a hard-on against Midas. Like, they cannot wait to fuck Midas harder and harder every update. They really like more than Congo wants to kill Nelson. Like, they have a hard-on.
Yeah, my main problem with that whole thing is I feel like so many people felt they got robbed, especially the butchers versus fish. I mean, I wanted gutter on the fish just because I was like, it makes sense. You gut fish, but at the same token, you gut animals when you're butchering them, so it's like in either way it would have worked, but I feel like so many people kind of felt robbed that the Steamforge like the con is what swayed the boat versus everyone else in the world.
Right.
So, and then not only that, but like we were saying, now that you can't take Union players anymore,
yeah,
it's a blessing and a curse.
Harry is.
Oh, go for it.
Know what Midas players are going to do now. We don't have Harry. Like, that's fucked, man. Like, we were so far ahead. I was like, oh, I don't have to log my Alchemist games. And we lost Harry. I'm like, shit. Like, that's like one of my main players. How do I recover from that?
Yeah, I think minor leagues might be very good to the Alchemist though, because like you were saying, it's because they're such a synergetic team. It seems like this model goes with this captain, this model goes with this captain, and so I have a feeling the minor leagues is going to be the glue, and that's where they're going to be. There's going to be more this is a good kicker, this is a good defender,
Yeah.
this is a good control piece versus, yeah, this guy definitely goes with minus because that's how it works.
Here's Congo. I don't know, Octave. I take on all of Steamforge staff to get a squad wipe.
Oh. Damn. Damn. He really wants to see us all die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Shadows
pretty-
of Brimstone, I can see it happening too, man.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Game is freaking ridiculous. We haven't even like played the like full game yet.
I mean, like, I'm throwing dynamite, right? And like it's supposed to be normally dynamite is supposed to be the be all end all, kill all the monsters in the room, and then I just kill half our squad.
that dynamite just bounced off one of us and blew us up. That was a bad move.
Yeah,
I
was
think
like,
next game we're all going to take dynamite though.
probably. It's so important. That's the
I
bad
know.
thing is it's so important.
Because I have a heal, Diz has a heal, so like screw the band-aids, and we all have, and everybody has pretty good sanity. So we should all pretty much just take dynamite, I
Yeah,
think.
we should just pack dynamites because when those monsters spawn in like dozens, oh my god. So,
Yeah.
but it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
That's the one thing I regret this weekend is I should have drove to Addie's and picked up that other set. Damn it, I still want to do it.
Man, I wish like I really want to start, and I'm going to the dark side, boys. I really want to start Tyranids because that was what got me into miniatures wargamings was Tyranids.
Dang.
So I sold those off back in the days when I was like, I'll just like play Space Marines and like War Machine. And so ever since then, there's been a piece in my heart where I was like, fuck, that's what got me in this game. Like this whole like shabam. Like I just want to actually own, not necessarily play. I mean, I will play it with Cameron if he's around, but like,
Yeah.
I want to own a Tyranids army just as a homage to like this is what got me into like miniatures games.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think I don't know much about Warhammer, but yesterday Jason and I were playing Batman, and the table next to us, they were playing these Tyranids, right? That's what it's called, Tyranids.
Mhm.
People say Tyranids or Tyranids, so either
Yeah,
way.
they were pretty cool. They definitely caught my attention. I'm like, yeah, I think this is probably the army I will pick too if I ever get into this game. But I instantly snap out of that. I'm like, oh man, knowing me, holy shit, I don't know.
Yeah, like it's such a money sink, GW. That's the thing is like I'm gonna scour the earth and see if like anyone's selling like a lot or
I'm sure there are like forums.
Oh yeah,
that
there's a
people
big
try to
secondary
sell.
market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's- every game says sold, and that means just another player getting into the game. So I and you know Warhammer's been around forever. I'm sure there's always going to be players. So
yeah.
See, so Congo's saying, wait, I gotta keep up with the comments. Andrew, I will buy you a drink if I ever meet you at a con if you hit and kill Nelson with dynamite while Octave and Dizzy are trapped by Sully.
Oh god. Who is Sully? I keep hearing about this Sully person.
Sully is the other, like the larger, it's like Sully from Monsters Inc. You just call him Sully.
Yeah, the big ice monster thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on Amazon, Octave. Oh, damn.
I know. I could actually just buy it on Amazon, but I don't know. I want to play a few more games of it, but I still really want, like, I want to play the Preacher and the Rancher and the Scout. Like, the other classes all look really cool. And I have minis for it. Let's see. I'm in too deep to leave GW wholesale. Well, are you? Because at one point I had 15,000 points of Eldar in across 3 different craft worlds. I had 6,000 points of Orcs. I had 2,500 points of Alpha Legion Space Marines, and then another 1,500 of like an Undivided, and then 1,000 points of Tyranids. 3,000 points of a Mentor Legion Space Marine army, And is that it for 40K?
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of shit.
Stunk.
And I sold. I'm sorry.
I think you broke up, but yeah, I'm saying that's a lot of money spent.
Oh.
I'm sure that's how GW.
That's a lot of money spent, right?
I'm
Sold
like,
all of it, except for I did keep my squats because squats. That's why I kept them. But yeah, I mean, you are. I know the feeling though. Like, I had so much stuff for 40K that I was like, I will never sell this game. It's just too big. I have years and years invested in this game. But I don't know, man. Like, when I was done, I was done. It's like, I'm not coming back. They can't fundamentally change the game enough to have me come back.
so
I don't know.
It changed that much to drive you away then.
No, actually, what drove me away was the fact that it didn't change.
Oh, really?
Enough.
Like the other way around.
Like, I was watching. I hope I don't want to sound condescending or anything, Andrew, but like when you were showing, I forget your friend the other day.
Oh yeah, Lance.
Yeah, you were showing him how to play 40K, and I was like, oh, I know this, and I was watching the basic rules. I'm not saying I know the 8th edition rules, but I'm like, okay, movement, shooting. I knew the strengths of the weapons. I knew how much dice you're supposed to roll. I knew, I'm like, see, I already know this. Like, I know this, and the aesthetic is still the same. The models get incrementally larger, but the aesthetic is still the same.
Yeah, they do. They've been getting larger, I've noticed.
Yeah, they get larger and larger every edition. But that was my thing. It's like I've been in this universe for 2 decades. It's time to move on. I get it. The 41st millennium. Every woman looks like a female tennis champion. I don't need to play this game anymore. There's no, I don't know.
Oh, speaking on that,
that's just
yeah. Well, we got a couple comments. Not to change the subject, but I did want to get on the tennis playing championship women body figure thing. Okay, so cases upon cases of GW and Citadel.
This is Lucchesi talking about what the shit I used to own because he knows.
I like the lore and world though, so there's that. Yeah, I mean the lore's pretty clean unless Matt Ward gets his hand on a book, and then he'll just bend it to make anything OP. He'll just be like, yes, Tyranids are actually so strong that they could bend space and time, and then that's Matt Ward writing the lore. So it's like, I mean, it depends who's writing the codex. But yeah, Octave, about the female tennis championship, like images of like women that GW presents. What do you think of the new Necromundo figures? Because I feel like that's the most like womenly women they produced, but they still look like freaking jocks.
They still look like they have a bigger dick than I do. So I'm not. It's not feeling it. I'm sorry, man. They look cool. They look okay. I get it. But I don't know. Like, I've been painting like, okay, like when you paint stuff like that, and you're like, okay, I want to play that. That's cool. Like, she's not gonna try to like crack walnuts on her biceps or anything like that. She's gonna result to trickery and manipulation and movement and all this other cool stuff. And when I see the GW stuff again, it's like, okay, so they took a skinnier dude and they bolted on some boobs and threw the bolter on anyway. Like, it doesn't. I gotta think that if we're talking about a future where there are billions upon billions of humans, people are fucking. Okay, that's all I'm saying. What are they fucking is what I want to, like, how. We get it. Orcs are spores, right? Tyranids are just basically biomass. Yes. Every other race has some weird asexual thing that some 13-year-old kid can't figure out how to fuck. And then you go to humans, they still have to fuck. Like, what is? That's
No, dude,
that's
not
my
anymore.
number one.
That's what the
complaint
gene
about
seed's
GW.
for, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's very dysfunctional. I am really sorry. I know you guys like the GW universe and all that kind of stuff. It just
No, I
doesn't
understand. The most
with me.
womanly
It
women
doesn't.
they have,
It just doesn't. Yeah.
yeah, the
And
most womanly women they have are the Eldar, and
yeah,
even then,
yeah. You look at a squad of howling banshees, and you're like, okay, those are women. They have these crazy screaming masks on, but you can tell there are women underneath there, and you could look at Dark Eldar, and you're like, yeah, those are a bunch of like more like androgynous um, type of people there. But I, the 40K universe doesn't make sense to me. Okay, it's a gothic kind of religion-driven universe, where they worship the emperor or they worship the machine spirit, and every race basically is hyper-religious in one way or another. Like, okay, all right, that's fine, but like, it's really weird to me. It's just very foreign at this point. It doesn't. It's something that it can be both painfully overfamiliar and foreign to me at the same time. Let's see. To be fair, Escher are chemical users, former lab subjects. Yeah, no, I mean, sure. But again, I don't know. Everyone's on some sort of space steroids, and it's not. I don't know. It doesn't land with me. It doesn't.
yeah, I'm just surprised. The
whatever.
social justice workers conjured up that article about the Sisters of Battle. I'm like, dude, they're fully armored.
They're fully armored. They might be like, maybe I thought maybe they would be focused on the Repentia, because that's a little BDSM, a little bit.
But
we're talking like that would be almost like if Disney did BDSM.
Yeah,
you know what I
we
mean?
ain't
It's like they're
50
not.
Shades here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really gotta love those SJW people.
Yeah, I mean, wait, why haven't they gone after 50 Shades yet?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
they
I'm
did.
saying. Well,
They did.
Really? Have they? Because I don't know.
I have not
And
seen an article.
I've not seen that yet.
Failed miserably. They went after it and they failed miserably.
Oh, go for it, Nelson.
Because they're probably the woman. I don't know. I don't want to say this because I don't want to get Octave's channel streaming banned. But they're probably
don't worry about it.
They're probably usually like what we think stereotypical like unattractive women that nobody really want to do BDSM with anyway. So, but you get it. You know exactly what I mean. Just look like a damn dykes. I'm seriously, man. Seriously.
Yo, Nelson going in.
Well, when the whole when the whole 50 Shades thing came out, and it basically, the feminists were coming out and saying, hey, this is rape apology. You're basically endorsing a rapist.
What?
Because of what the main character does.
But she agreed to it.
She consents for him to, yeah.
She signed a contract.
She enjoys it.
They got crushed by just the hordes of, women of a certain age that are like, no, this is fucking fantasy. Get a life.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Nothing beats teenage
and
girls.
They just got destroyed. Like they could not. I don't know. That was probably one of their modern feminism's like biggest loss was they were going to go in after 50 Shades and they just got their feminist dicks pushed in. But like that was not a good call. Like you don't go after.
If life was like Yu-Gi-Oh, teenage girls are the Exodia.
Oh god!
Nothing can beat the teenage girl. Listen, if you want to win, you bring the Jonas Brothers in. All right. See, if you want to make money, you make it focus towards that age group. All right.
Yeah.
Because they got nothing else to spend their money on.
Guys be playing
Yeah.
video games, right?
But
If you want,
the whole problem is it's this is fantasy. Like 40K is fantasy, like you're saying. Like you this is a fantasy that a lot of mostly younger men think about, is like, what if there was this crazy universe, like far flung in the future, where all people ever did was fucking fight, like, and there were just races that fought over conquest of the galaxy, and there's all this hyper violent shit going on, right? So imagine like a men's group coming in and going, oh, well, this plays into the disposable male stereotype. Like, they would get fucked so hard by the swarms of men. They're like, no, dude, this is fucking fantasy, and this is what we like. Shut the fuck up. Like, stop trying to ruin it. But what they can do is, what they're doing is like, well, go in after the women. Because if they went in on like a male themed platform, they're gonna lose. And that's what happened with 50 Shades of Grey. Was like, oh, we're gonna go after our own. Like, we're gonna tell other women that they're not allowed to like this thing that they feverishly love and can't wait to watch more of. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It would be like me trying to start like a nerd movement to say, oh, Lord of the Rings is bad. You shouldn't like it. And I guess it's different with nerds, because nerds are always hate on each other's shit. So we don't care. Like, no one would pay any mind if I started a movement like that and I got like 25,000 signatures. So people would be like, "Oh, nice troll." Would care. But if they were worried, like, I might shut down, if I might shut down the next Star Wars movie with signatures, like, they would be out in droves telling me to shut the fuck up. Like, that would not be okay. But yeah, and that's the other thing about the 40K universe. I don't know. To me, it seems like a very incomplete fantasy. If you're going to say, okay, this is a fantasy world, it's far future, there's all this war going on. Well, usually people war for profit. War is for in a world, and I pardon me for not being able to understand a world without money or profit, but like, where's the profit? If the Tyranids and the Orcs and the Necrons, and if they are that big of a threat to humanity, why isn't humanity more united against them? And I guess the answer might be, okay, well, chaos, right? How you have the taint of chaos. I like the word taint, by the way. It's really funny. The taint of chaos is what's holding humanity back, because if humanity all got together, you'd have billions upon billions of Imperial Guardsmen and 1 million Space Marines, which doesn't make sense, but okay. And they would stem the tide, right? They would be able to fight the Great Devourer and the Green Horde and everything else that the universe had to throw at them. But I don't know. Whatever. I'm just talking out my ass. All I'm saying is I'm kind of over and done with that particular universe. But I don't want to criticize people who are not done with it, because that would be super hypocritical for me. I've been playing that for like 20 years. Like, how am I to say, okay, well, I'm done with it now, so you can't like it now? You know what I mean? That's like really deeply hypocritical for me to try to do something like that.
I mean, you could satire it.
Yeah. No,
There's no
that's
problem
the
with
fun
that.
part. Yeah. And I do that all the time on the channel. Like, I'll satire it. But I think people ask me, like, what is my opinion of that kind of stuff? And I tell them, and it's not a very popular opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone's got their, like, well, Congo, like you said, Octave, 40K ain't everyone's cup of tea, which it's not. But
Yeah,
what
it's
I
not.
will, what I will give Miniature Wargaming, Games Workshop, and that whole like crew for 40K is that it is the gateway drug to miniatures games.
Yeah, it is what brought most of us here.
Yeah, it brought me.
I do criticize that it is still the gateway drug. That is probably my main criticism of GW, is that it's it's wonderful that they got so many of us here, but I think we're at the point in the gaming world where we can have a much better gateway drug. Like we can have a cheaper, easier gateway drug and try to get more people exposed to the hobby. Because you know, one of the points I was making like a while back was like, you know, your first experience is 40K, and you're being asked to spend hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars to get into it, and you're being asked to, you know, theory craft and list build, and you're being asked to paint the same miniature over and over and over again. Like, is that really the best experience, the best gateway experience that we have to offer?
I think I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on that one. I think you have a point. For most people, like the price point alone scares them away, and so that's not a good thing for a gateway drug. But what I think it does do for the community is it shows you what you don't want in a game. You don't want to be endlessly painting the same model over and over and over again. So when you eventually come to the skirmish game community or like aspect of wargaming, you're like, oh my god, like this is what a Space Marine should be like. Like they should be a badass. One guy should be able to do like a ton of work instead of just dying to like an Imperial Guard. You know, and it's like, and it also shows you the fact that if you're after the hobby aspect, like the painting portion, then there's much more intricate and designed models out there. Not saying that 40K doesn't have their fair share of like really creative, good looking models. It's just that like there's definitely other games that do it better.
Yeah, and like if you put yourself in the shoes of, say, somebody that's walking into a GW for the first time, and they're like, Games Workshop, what the hell is that? Do they sell video games in there? You know, do they sell board games in there? And you walk in, and you just get blown the fuck away. Like you walk in, you see these big epic style futuristic battles with tanks, titans, and you see all this shit, and you're like, and this on terrific terrain, fully painted, and you're like, that's the gaming experience I want. If somebody would have just told me that I could turn a board game into this spectacular fuckfest, I would be on board day one. And they're sold on that fantasy. They're sold, I'm going to have that in just a week or two.
Yeah, that's
I'm going to have that. The guy in the store told me painting is really easy. He said, hey, just get started, buy this, this, and this. And I spent my opening $300.
It's true. It's so true.
And you're like, in a week or two, it's going to be just like this. It's going to be just like I saw in the store. He's right. You just roll a bunch of D6s, and all I need are 4s. And it's going to be amazing. And you're kind of sold on that fantasy. Like, this is going to be a reality. You guys will see. And I'm going to be the fucking coolest guy on my block. And, you know, and then you fast forward a month later, 6 weeks later, and the guy's now $500-$600 in. He's got all these pots of paint. He's got like $24 black can of spray primer. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
And he's like, what the hell did I just do? And he's like painting. He painted like 3/4 of a Space Marine. Like that's as far as he got. Because he was watching shit on YouTube, and he was like, oh, I need to buy an airbrush now. Oh, I need to, you know, I need to be like this guy. I need to fucking vape. Like,
yeah, shots
you
fired.
see what I'm saying? Like that can't be our gateway. That can't be your handshake into miniature gaming. There's gotta be. There's so many better things you could do.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like,
I'm sorry.
That's why I'm saying Guild Ball is such an easy way. I can see it's much easier to get into the Batman because you just lay a 3x3 mat and you have 6 characters, you know, and then it covers, you know, the tags, the movements, you know, the interactions between characters quite well, and that alone should be the gateway into minis. I even, you know, I don't have a single Guild Ball team, but I agree it's something easy, and you pick up what a movement is about. You pick up what the synchronicity between characters is about, and how you attack, how you defend, and it's quite easy to learn. Actually, easier than Batman, but yeah, it doesn't sound like Warhammer is the best game to get in.
Yeah.
Well, I think Octave has a point. It's the appeal of
It's
just
the
being
appeal, the
like
epic,
shit. Yeah, I could.
the epic battle, right?
Yeah, I could be like Lord of the Rings here. Or I could be like
Exactly.
Starship Trooper. And like, don't get me wrong, I feel like there is a need for that in the miniature wargaming community because like I have some of my fondest memories of miniatures war games is when I would have 6 buddies over that I knew from high school and we all played 40K. Like I didn't even know these guys played 40K. I knew them since fucking like the 6th grade and they're like, "Yeah, dude, we play 40K." I was like, "What? No one told me." Right? And like, so literally, they found out I played 40K through my channel. That's how they found out.
Wow.
And so, some of my fondest high school memories is it's just us 3, or no, us. There was like 6 or 7 or 8 of us, right? And we would have like fucking over like winter break or Thanksgiving break. We would have 4 days of just straight miniatures gaming, and we had a guy that would paint the train. We had a guy who had this army, that army, and literally like we had the fucking epic battles you would expect. And so like that's some of my fondest memories of miniatures gaming is because you get that feel of like this is my huge ass army versus your huge ass army, and we're just gonna roll some dice. And then you find out your friends are
damn cool thing. Let's get caught up on some comments here. So
yeah.
Congo says everyone here is required to purchase a BDSM mini now.
Yeah, shit, I'll do it.
Okay. And Atomic Dog Scale Model Freak, what's up, man? Nah, my first experience painting a mini was Raoul Parth the minis from D&D 2nd edition way back. Actually, so is mine.
Well, damn.
I was painting Grenadier and Raoul Partha from back in the day when we were playing D&D. That was 1989 or 1990. Damn, I'm old.
Hey, Dizzy?
But yeah, that's where I started as well. Congo says, GW wised up. They're getting standard kits for factions. Are buy this big guy, get the unit and the leader free, then you buy like 3 of those.
It's true.
Yeah, no, they're doing a good job trying to bundle stuff like that. I still think that, and let's say GW as a company is the gateway. Oh, hey, what's up, Dizzy?
Hey.
As the gateway, that I still think that the opening act should be a skirmish game.
I agree.
And if they wanted to do that with Space Marines, they could do that. Right? You could do combat patrol, or you could do something along that scale, and get people into the 40K universe without having them buy the big fucking thing.
Well, I think that's what Necromundo is doing right now.
Yeah, the specialist games were great for stuff like that. But you can't stop people from buying what they want to buy. And if you want to sell product, they can believe whatever the hell you want them to believe. So if they walk in there and going, "Oh my God, I see that 6,000 point game set up. I'm going to have that next week. When are you going to sell me this?" You're a GW store manager. You're going to say, "Oh yeah, you could totally have that next week." You say, "Let me show you how to paint a Space Marine right now." There you go.
Oh boy.
Now just do that like 59 more times, and then paint the tanks.
Yeah, I feel that's where I learned the paint this shit as quick as possibly tactic.
Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Diz?
Hey, just quietly lurking.
Hey.
There you go. I wasn't talking about gateway. I was referring to the barrier to enter was technically lowered, but in reality now, because you spend just as much as you did before the bundles. Yeah. We can sit back here and criticize it, but for whatever, hell, their shit works. People still do it. People get into it. I speculate that we could have more people if it wasn't the gateway, but what the fuck do I know? Like, I'm just making that up. I don't know if that's true or not. I think it is, but I don't know. Okay, let's quick question here. What should the basing be? Because I'm like, that might be an option, like more of like a honeycomb type thing, or steel plate, or what I was looking at, or I could do.
I'll
like
be right back, guys. I gotta help my sister.
flagstone.
LA. BRB.
I'm not sure. What do you think?
Do you have anything that looks runic?
Runic. You're gonna ask me.
Why do you make things complicated all the time? You
What?
could just hand draw them on. Wouldn't take
What?
that long.
No. Okay. Let me tell you. You know what I'm basing?
He's like doing 40 of these. You're telling him
I know.
to hand draw them?
What the hell?
Do you not see
That's
all
why I
these
said that.
base in front of this camera?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
This is not a sweatshop
Jeebus.
here.
Just get the kids working on it. You'll be fine. Couple hours. Be a family thing.
Soon enough. Yeah,
Oh.
soon enough I will get them.
Next thing I'll
Um,
see Octave forcing his 4-year-old and 1-year-old picking up a paintbrush.
Just like
Yeah, he'll be
sweeping
like, paint
bases.
faster.
Yeah, right.
Okay, if it helps, here's what I'm painting. Here's what I'm painting. These guys. So these are going to be. So there. It's kind of like a steampunk communist
Those
faction.
are cool. Yeah.
Like they have like they have pigmen, and then they have a bunch of like ironborn worker guys, and then they have like like little gnomes that ride things, and then octopus landmines.
Dang.
What's that?
So
What's that creature that he's riding? Is that like a dinosaur? Or?
yeah, it's like
It reminds me of like
yeah.
the little goblins in Labyrinth. There's some of them that
Yeah,
ride.
it actually. Yeah, it is like that. So yeah, so they're kind of like a technological
Options
based
again.
faction. So I'm leaning away from steel plate because I
Too industrial?
well no, what I did with the stucco might look weird, but it's still I can still use that as an option. So steel plate, random steel plate. This is like cobblestone, but it's like a honeycomb style cobblestone.
Mhm.
This is fish scale brick, so that's flagstone. And I'm not sure. What are we doing?
I kind of like the steel plate or the honeycomb.
Okay.
You should
Kind
do
of the
both.
first. What? I could. Oh, hey,
Making your
what's
life
up,
all
Albert?
complicated. Hey, Albert.
Uh,
No, bro.
Hi to everybody else
I'm
also.
assembling.
It's kind of rude. I just popped in.
This is not a commission. This is for me. I know. I'm painting for me.
This is unheard
yes.
of.
I know. Well, like this whole week, I've been painting just for me.
Awesome.
Just shit that I feel like painting. But let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be between these two. This would look better on the 30, but these will look way better on the bigger.
Use the steel plate on the bigger bases, but just put a little bit of flagstone to tie it in with the others. And the others just make the flagstone. Or not flagstone, but the honeycomb stuff. What I mean. Honeycomb, not flagstone. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
What? Yeah. People on this channel are not used to me painting stuff for myself. They're used to seeing other stuff.
But you know what I mean? Do honeycomb on like the small ones and then just a little bit of honeycomb on like an edge or part of the bigger ones. And then do like the
Okay, let's try it.
I think that would look cool.
Let's see if we like it. Let's see. I'm gonna get all the bigger bases off right now. Boop, 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 boop.
Now, if it looks terrible, you can just blame me.
So that's what we were going to do.
Okay.
I was initially blaming Andrew because he didn't bring me my white pumice, but now officially transferred over.
Dang. Welcome to the stream. Everything's your fault.
Your
Thanks
fault.
for showing
You just
up.
walked into it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This is bad. Hold on. I know there's stuff in here. Like what? Uh-oh. That is bad. Okay.
What did you do with the stucco?
We're
Is
doing
it
that.
like...
I just used it to fill the bases because the Wrath of
Okay.
Kings bases are they're like,
they, like,
deep
super
well
deep?
bases. Yeah. Because
Gotcha.
what you're supposed to do is like all the pieces are on pegs, so you're supposed to glue the piece in, and then you're supposed to fill in the base with like sand or flock or whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, that was a cool idea for one basing option.
Yeah.
Want to do not that. Then
I
we're
don't
kinda
like
screwed.
keeping them sunk in. I like to have, like, if I make, my own bases, I still like to fill that in and like build up, kind of,
Yeah, have a little bit of a raised area above it. That'll work.
Yeah, a little tiny. Like, it's okay if you're stamping it in, then you don't have to have it too high or anything, but I don't like it sunk in, like having like that black edge and then it's sunk in, and you know what I mean? I just find that looks weird.
These will look good. They look like
bases. They're garbage. Garbage, I tell you.
okay, so
Yeah.
you're talking about these guys, right?
They're really not all that
trash.
bad, but yeah, they're really cheap and they feel cheap, and I don't know. They don't
They're
match
upsetting.
with Batman. Like, at least make it look like
And you know what's
like,
Mhm.
that looks like it's outdoors and like, yeah,
So, like-
like in the wilderness or whatever, not the city.
I could reach into any drawer here and pull out shit tons of these. That I
You
have
should sell
no
them
use.
online a penny each.
It's as if they breed, right, Octave?
Actually might send I was thinking like maybe I just send them to a recycler and just regrind the plastic and make like, I don't know.
You should send them, send like 200 or 500 of them or whatever back to Night Models and be like, what can I get for these?
Yeah.
Turn them back in as their vouchers.
They're like they're like tokens. Like bottle caps and stuff, collect 1,000, you get something.
What I was gonna say is, the worst part about those bases is when they
Everything?
did. Well, wait, no, you don't even have to deal with the worst part of it because you have resin minis. The metal minis, what they did with the metal minis to account for that like texture, because like if you were to stand a model, if you were to just glue a model with the tab in, obviously this is all feet would be standing funny. What they did on the metal models is they built up the metal below the feet so that the feet are raised up a little bit above the tab. Look even dumber.
Wow.
So
they're
It's like
kind of
floating in the air.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So what you have to do, like, when I'm switched the bases out, is I clip the tab off, and then I have to file down, like, a few millimeters of that, like, just metal buildup that they stick on the bottom.
Yeah. Wow.
It's really, really upsetting. What's the wide one at the bottom? I'm not really sure what you're referring to, Liger fan, but welcome to the feed. What is the wide one at the bottom?
Oh,
What's with the one at the bottom? The textured ones, maybe?
no, I think he meant maybe the camera.
Oh, that's the camera clip. Yeah.
That's a camera clip.
Oh, this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a camera
that's just
clip.
a clip.
So, Octave, I'm going to ask you a quick noob question because after for Batman. A new question for Batman because tonight apparently, well, Dizzy, apparently tonight, you know how I told you I got my butt kicked, but apparently my bat armor would have kicked in for each damage roll.
Oh.
So I didn't apply that at all. So I nerfed myself, and Batman got owned. He got killed off, and Nightwing and Jeanette as well. But anyway, so I'm trying to look up this newest rulebook under 1.2 on the coup de grace. So coup de grace, granted, once the character is knocked out, each individual stun marker converts to blood, right? Now that part has not been changed. Now the other day I recall you were saying, now let's say if each rate of fire per bullet does 3 blood.
Go back.
It becomes 1 blood instead. Hey, welcome back, Andrew. Is that what you were saying?
Okay, so yeah, so the new coup de grace rule says that for every successful damage, you change 1 stun to 1 blood.
Right.
So they nerfed it. So if you're using for example, you're using Nightwing's batons to coup de grace somebody, you would, under the version 1 rules, he would be for every successful damage, he would be converting 2 stars into 2 blood, because that's the damage of the weapon. But under the version 2 rules, it's simply 1 for 1 no matter what the base damage of your weapon is. So if Nightwing, let's say Nightwing is trying to do 4 blood to an opponent that's been knocked out, and he uses his batons, and he lands 2 hits, right? Under version 1, that opponent would be dead because he would convert because 2 hits would be 4 stuns, which would be 4 blood, which would kill the guy. Under 2.0, hits equals 2 stuns equals 2 blood.
Because I'm reading page 39 right now under coup de grace. And following your example, it's still saying that the 2 stun markers are converted immediately to injury marker. So each strike becomes inflicts 2 blood instead. And this is a 1.2 rule. I mean,
did they maybe they changed
version 2 and 2. Yeah, perhaps they did, like, you know,
maybe they changed
this, but yeah, I thought it was a bit weird. And
because I had the 2.1 on me. Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah, I just literally went on their website and I downloaded this version. It says version 1.2 with the newest rule, I think. Yeah, second edition. Second edition, version 1.2. Under page 39, still says coup de grace rule converts all stun markers into blood instead.
Did I might have left my rulebook in my car. That's weird.
It's all good. I just want to make sure. And then Scott also had a question tonight. When you're attacking a knocked out enemy, let's say Batman was knocked out, right? And the Ben Affleck Batman was defense 4. Does that when he's knocked out, does defense become 2 instead?
No.
You still need
It's really dumb.
Oh, okay.
If you're hitting him with melee, then the knocked out rule for melee is you hit on 2+. But at no point does it say it only says you're hit in melee on 2+.
Where in the rulebook does it say that? I've been looking
under knocked out. Let me pull up the rulebook from the website.
Because I'm looking at this right now, and it's I can't find it anywhere.
Let's see.
So I didn't know. Yeah, that's my question. I was like, is it damage on 2+, or is it over defense on 2+? That's the question.
Crap. Oh.
Yeah.
I have to go through Arkham City limits because the night models.
Do I have my If you have the PDF file, you can just search.
In front of you.
Yeah, control.
Yes, just search for melee, and you'll get all the instances where it talks about it, and then you should be able to find it.
I'm looking up through the phone, so
Go go under. You can look up effects too. Okay.
Yeah, it was extremely confusing, and because man, I thought I was seasoned in this game, but when he was like questioning me all these stuff, I'm like, I'm getting confused myself. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
But you gotta make it visible.
Yeah, just make it beautiful. You just make the
Quick
net that beautiful.
reference.
That's your answer for everything.
Oh, these are. They don't have the direct rulebook in
Oh, Congo has
this
the
section.
answer. He says, under the knockout rules, all models controlled by Nelson automatically
That
die
rules
if they are
all
knocked
models
out.
control. Oh yeah, okay. He kind of had it, and then he trolled.
He was close.
It was close. You were close, sir.
But
Nice
did you read
try.
the errata?
Yeah, so
All right, let's see if I can get it directly from the website. Here we go. And second edition rulebook. Okay. Oh, come on. Don't make me download a thing. Yeah, it's under effects knocked out. It should be in there. Knocked out specifically says if you're trying to hit a knocked out play, then it's 2+. But it never makes any reference to lowering a model's defense. So any other attack that you would take that would go against defense would still use the standard defense, which is stupid. So a completely unconscious guy is still defense 4 if you're trying to shoot him with a pistol at point blank range, which is quite weird. Where is it? Damage. Damage? What? And then what was the other thing we were going to look up? Coup de grace, right?
right, the coup de grace rule
Yeah.
is a 2 to. So it sounds like it's just 2 to actually successfully hit the character. Now the next step is to test your strength, right? So it's a strength rule,
Yeah.
also a 2+ to hit, or it's just based on your character stat. Let's say if you're a strength 5 character, you still need to have a 5+ to hit. And then that's what Scott is saying. That's quite stupid because that Batman is knocked out cold on the fucking floor. Excuse my language. Why the hell? Why is it I'm having problem punching his face? Is Cliff's chin or something? Why am I having that issue? But
Okay, let's have a look here. Damage markers, damage accumulation. Okay, knocked out. This is page 38.
right,
As soon as the model accumulates, okay, damage markers of any type, it is knocked out. When a model becomes KO, they lose all the remaining. Okay, we get that.
right.
And then under the bullet points,
Cannot use counters, which
okay.
we got that. Cannot prefer.
As the volume of its base. Okay.
Yeah.
Once a model becomes KO, any additional damage caused by enemy attacks is only applied if it is an injury. Surplus stun, okay.
We know that.
That's
Yep.
fine.
And then right after
okay, so
coup de grace.
Coup de grace. When rolling to damage a KO model, you may exchange one stun marker for an injury marker for each successful damage roll. Use of this rule is optional. So, okay. But okay, so in the example,
see, it's one stun per one injury marker, right? Now, if you use the example, which is successfully hitting twice, and then each one's a blood and stun, however, that's total of 4 blood. You see? Those 2 stun markers.
In my example, we were talking about batons, and batons do 2 stun damage. So if you're reading it to be like a total rules lawyer here, it says you may exchange one stun marker for an injury marker for each successful damage roll. A damage roll is a single die roll. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter if that damage roll results in 1 stun or 4 stuns. It's simply 1 for 1. And in the example, you have a model that does a blood and a stun,
Right.
and they're still exchanging one stun for one blood. The standard blood that's built into claws is unaffected. So it's still a nerf to coup de grace, because especially if you're a good guy and you do stun damage. So like Nightwing is going to sit there. He's going to take longer to coup de grace somebody than say Catman is.
Right.
Yes, Catman buffed.
So I mean,
Yes.
it just says, however, thanks to coup de grace rule, those 2 stun markers from the 2 strikes that cost a blood and a stun. Now you get the 2 stuns that's untouched, right? They're always going to be, stuns. I mean, injury marker. Then the 2 stuns on the side, it becomes 2 blood instead. So technically, that's 4 blood total.
Well, no. If what I'm saying is, if your weapon only did stun damage, then the rule says you may exchange 1 stun for 1 blood for each damage roll. So it doesn't care how much stun you do. It's just exchanging 1 stun for 1 blood. And because you never apply stun damage to a knocked out model,
right,
then that stun damage is just lost.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
So
I
that's
still can't
why-
find. Yeah, and it does say to use this rule as optional, which I find it funny.
And then there should be.
And then I still can't find a 2+ rule.
Yeah,
which,
where's the 2+ rule? It used to be right there. Under KO.
I wonder what happened to it. Anyway,
Did they remove it?
Perhaps, not sure.
That's even worse. So you're saying a defense guy, 5 guy? Oh, even more buff to Catman. Oh my god. We need more Catman.
I can't find that anywhere. I need someone that's like Alex to use his laser eye and scout for this. But,
okay, 1 stun marker. No, it was in here. I'm telling you, it was.
Yeah.
It was right. That was the spot where it was.
I
said you would get hit. I bet it's on my phone. I have version 1 on my phone. Let me hold on. Let's do it. Version 1. Explorers. What the?
I'm just gonna download it on.
I just want to see if version 1 had documents. Batman 2nd edition. Here we go. And it's the same page even. It should be 38. Yeah, the 38. Okay, knocked down. Here it is. It's on. Yeah, it's. Sorry. So it's on page 40. So if I go to 40 on this one. Okay. That's a totally different page. It's a totally different page in the new one.
Yeah, you just gotta make it beautiful.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
you gotta make it
shit.
beautiful, man.
Did they?
I'm telling you,
Did they move it
did
to
something to it where
it's
he was trying to learn it today, and I was trying to explain it. And he was like, "Wow, this doesn't make any sense," and I got all confused. I'm like, "What the hell?"
Is it under? Is it now under? Is it now in the compendium? Let's see, because compendium should probably have the effects in it now too. I think. Let's see. Why is the compendium 46 pages now? Damn you. Special traits. Okay. So I gotta blow past all this crap. Okay, I know there's a joke in there, and I'm gonna ignore it. Then we're gonna go.
Oh goodness.
Total vision. Oh, boy.
Your putty isn't going to dry on you, is it? Before you stamp those?
Nah.
Okay.
Oh no. I do this kind of crap all the time. Okay. Explosion, ice, no. Effects, here we go. Knocked out. Of course it's not in here. Wait, there's knocked down.
Well,
Stunned.
It's well, knocked down. We all
So-
know that you can't use your defense. That part is clear.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
knocked down.
We need
But
to
there's
know
no
what is
knocked
going on
out?
with knocked out.
What the hell?
That's the weird part, right? Like I don't know if
It's
anyone
not
has
in there at all.
noticed at all, but it is
Okay.
weird as heck.
Okay, recovery. What the? Okay. You guys, please,
You guy.
English.
You guy.
What the hell?
Make it beautiful.
English.
Knocked out. Here we go. As soon as the model, okay, we get that. It's immediately knocked. We get it. KO players, yes. So let's assist. Cannot action. So you're saying well, not yours. You're not saying this, but a KO model still gets its defense against melee attacks because they totally omitted it. It's
Which
gone
page
now.
is that? It's gone, right? So I don't know where it went.
It's
Did they
totally
miss that
gone.
somewhere, or
Because it goes straight from that to recovering.
yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this up to Donovan and see what's going on.
Oh my god. I'm going to play so much Catman from now on.
Oh boy.
Not that I wasn't already.
Yeah,
But if you could be like Catman, you could have him, he could be endurance 10, and then you get 10 damage on a dude who's defense 5, and you knock him unconscious, and then he's still defense 5. What the shit
it's
is that
defense
about?
5, and I still gotta work
What
all
the
the way
hell?
up to convert all those stunts into
Yeah.
blood. This doesn't make any sense to me.
I would go right up to Nightwing and just kiss him on the mouth and say, "Here, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, you little bitch? Come on. What are you gonna do?
I see, I see,
Swing,
I see, I see.
swing away."
On
You see it?
compendium page number 41 onto knockdown. Place a knockdown mark on a character card affected model. A knockdown model cannot attack or
Oh, here it
defend
is.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did
So
put it back in.
a knockdown model will always be hit by a close combat attack on a 2+.
On 2+.
So
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Damn it. I had so many dreams with Catman right there.
I just had to
Oh,
shatter
that
your
guy.
dream. Yep. I just had
You
to.
were
Good
getting
job,
mad.
Milton.
You're like, damn it. I'm gonna
So,
have to
yeah.
face Catman every game from now on.
So it's a close attack of 2+, just like as if you. Well, yeah, but what? Like you said, what about the
What if you're shooting at him?
What about shooting at him? Here's the question. So a gun at a distance, it does less damage? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. And then after that, once you actually successfully hit the character, now does it still need to test your strength? Let's say you have strength 5, and then versus a knocked out character, you still need to roll 5+. It's just horrible. Anyway,
Yep.
all this
Catman is still awesome.
I'm gonna have to bring this up to
Story.
Nine.
More Catman.
Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot this and I'm sending it to Night Model. Be like, hey,
Catman's
what is
so
up
good.
with this shit? Anyway,
And Catman benefits from coup de grace. Yes.
yeah. Well, I mean,
We're
yeah.
calling this.
Brave and the Bold does not have that rule, right? You can still use coup de grace unless you have moral compass, like Barry Allen. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
wanted
the
to-
only team that has that is Birds of Prey,
Birds of Prey, and I know certain
which is
like
in certain arrow builds, right? I think.
yeah, certain arrow builds, and I know certain like Flash has that. Like the TV series Flash, he has built-in coup de grace. I don't know why. It's just stupid. But it's not like he doesn't hit anything. He has like 5+ to hit. It's horrible, but then he makes it even more difficult for himself. Anyway, but thank you for answering that. Appreciate it. I'll give it back to you
Try.
guys now. For the viewers.
Oh, I haven't looked at the comments. Oh, they're asking Dizzy about her day because they don't care.
It was pretty good. Am I still muted? Hold on.
Oh,
Hello.
No,
you
you're
are
not.
live.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty good. I painted some minis and chilled. Stayed up all night last night.
Oh God.
Yeah, I went to bed. What was it? Like, it was after 7. I don't remember what time it was.
Having a rough day.
Wow,
Well, had a rough
nice.
day.
You watched the sunrise?
No.
Had a rough day.
Oh, I love that. If I'm staying up that late, I usually just watch the sunrise.
Yeah.
It's almost
same.
winter and I live
Pretty
in
awesome.
Canada. The sun doesn't even fucking rise anymore.
Yeah, she just watched paintball.
Okay, sorry.
Damn.
Whoa, struck a nerve.
It's
Yeah.
gloomy
Alright.
and, you know, British
Thanks
weather.
a lot.
It's essentially like that. When we see the sun, it's like, yay, sunshine.
You going to bed now, Congo?
Congo's going
Yeah,
to bed. Good night,
log
Congo.
on.
Good night, Congo. Oh.
Listen, kitty.
Congo was,
Nobody needs to drink her. Go, go, go.
Congo was on the stream last night over his phone. So
Oh, shit.
all we saw of Congo was like this weird lamp. That was the Congo shot, like because his phone was, I guess, looking up at the towards the ceiling. That looks
Okay.
awful. Why did I do that? That's not good. That is not a good look.
What'd you do?
I tried to do the half and half thing, and it didn't work.
Oh, you don't like the 50-50?
It looks crunchy.
Show me.
Like it doesn't.
Let me see.
It looks weird.
I don't think
I
it should be
mean,
half and
I
half.
can
It
make
should
it
be
work.
like a third and 2/3 or something. It should only be a little bit of one.
Just make it beautiful.
Yeah.
Just make it.
Stop fucking
Make it
around,
beautiful.
Octave. Make it beautiful already.
What the hell? Ah. All right, let's try. Thanks a lot. No, I'll make it work.
Hey, Andrew's back, so it's clearly his fault. I had nothing to do
it's
with it.
true. It's all me. I will forever
Didn't bring
be
my,
Congo's
Didn't bring my pumice.
Congo's contract killer. Oh, he still
Oh,
hasn't
man.
paid me for the last hit I did. I'm still waiting on that PayPal money.
Oh boy. Okay, this one's gonna look funny. It's just one that's gonna look a little special, that's all.
What'd you do?
The steel plate does look better on the 50, but we're just gonna fix it. This one's gonna have the octopus on top of it. No one's even gonna notice.
There you go. Yeah.
Totally undid that. That which we did has now undid. It's my English.
You're doing everything off camera.
I know I am. Is it bugging you?
A little.
It bugs you, right, when I do that?
Damn.
You hate it. Last night, I was like, there was no one to tell me where to move the camera. So it was just like, you were just looking at some board. And then
I
finally
think
someone
since
would
the
go,
very beginning, I was always like, "You're not on camera."
yeah.
I didn't
It
even
was
know
like,
you. And I'm
no
like
one was like
bossing
steering
you
the
around.
camera. So it was like, hey, it's your turn to go. I go left because I have no idea where the camera is.
When I started off, I would put like a little dot with like a pencil or something, so I knew where to like position myself.
Oh, well, see, I leave this off camera on purpose, but this is all I'm doing. I'm just doing that. I'm just doing this. That's it.
What are you putting on it? Do you have like Vaseline on it or something?
No, just water.
It's exciting.
Just water works fine. And then
Oh,
you just
does
do
it?
that, and you're good.
Okay.
Boop, boop. I guess you could do Vaseline, but me, water's just as good.
If water works, why not? Kitty, you can't be purring. It's too loud, Kitty. Go, 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 go.
No?
Dante wants to say hello and destroy your stream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and so some of the stuff I was working on this week was like more like shadows type stuff. Like this chick is freaking awesome. Like she's like a
Nice.
steampunk. If you guys, does anyone here watch Westworld?
I keep
I
meaning
did
to.
No
for a little
Westworld
bit.
fans?
Season 2's been
It's-
confirmed.
Yeah, it's been. They had it on HBO this weekend, so I've been watching.
Did
My
they?
wife and I have been watching it all weekend. And I'm like, oh my god, I love this show so much. So I like made like a steampunk Dolores, and I don't know what this is, but this would be like a female marshal, and then the like a female the female Indian tracker. So
Cool.
that's the kind of stuff I've been painting this week.
Very
Oh,
nice.
and then this chick who looks like she's like another female gunslinger.
I think I saw
She's
her
from
on your
Anime
thumbnail or
Tactics.
something. Or a picture somewhere. She's cool.
Yeah, I was like, got bored of the stuff I was painting. I need to paint more Anime Tactics. Freaking love that. I love that range. So damn good. So damn good. And I was crying about like dead games, like that game in Eldorado, which I still believe
I
that
wanted to
like
get
if Eldorado. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, if Eldorado was still around today, it's still a better game system than like probably 3/4 of all the other skirmish systems out there. Still better than those games.
Well, it'd be better
It's
than
very
our company. I hate
Yeah,
that game. I really do.
yeah. You just get mad when you see the big stack of Iron Company that they had at CQ. Oh, speaking of which, hold on. Let me finish stamping these real quick, because Dizzy will get nervous that they might dry if I don't. But let me do that real quick. Just the last
You're only allowed to get
3.
distracted once before they dry.
They take about an hour usually
That's not bad.
to dry, so you got plenty of time.
Yeah, green stuff is a lot quicker than that.
This stuff is awesome. The epoxy sculpt, I really
Yeah.
think it's so much better for basing than green stuff is.
I
Okay.
was looking at it on YouTube. YouTube on Amazon. Fuck brain. For a while now. And it's good
All
to know
right.
that it's.
So when I was at CQ the other day, Don handed me this weird. He handed me this weird Halo tournament kit thing that they were just getting rid of,
Nice.
right? And I was like, okay, and I went through it, and they have like weird buttons for some reason, and they have like terrain and all that, and they have like weird markers, and they have a couple of these bags. These are good for Batman if we wanted to use them for Batman. But the cool part is the resin shit that came in this, because it came with a couple of these busts.
Awesome.
They're sweet. And so,
Look at that.
Oh wow.
alien bust. This
That's
is
really awesome.
Supreme Commander. Yeah, I can't read that. Row your boat or something.
Huh?
And whoops. And then this kind of goes like that. So you get this like alien bust guy.
Yeah.
And then you have a then there was another one. Shit. How do you open this? There we go. And then you get this guy, like old guy, who is
cool.
Vice Admiral Stanforth UN. Yeah, so I thought that was cool. Like, oh wow. So I don't know. I've never painted a bust before, so that might be a thing. But I'm not sure what I would use it for. Like, I guess it could be a like tool or something. Kick this guy's head. I'm not really sure.
I would just like
What?
if I could find a giant arm with a big old beer cup. That'd be the perfect brew.
Oh. For brewers.
Yeah, if he just
That
had
would
a
be pretty
giant
awesome.
like beer and an Abraham Lincoln beard. Perfect.
Okay. Sweet. Oh, hey, what's up, Adam? Mr. Greenleaf hopping on.
Hello.
In before he starts calling people honky.
Dang.
No, that's like he says, like, yeah, he has like George Jefferson levels of honky. He just gets on here and starts calling people honky. He got like in a name calling thing the other night with Shadowcat. I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm just trying to paint. And they're like calling each other wanker and honky and all this. Like, this is just like the shitpost feed is what we're calling this. This
Clearly.
feed is specifically for shitposting. So I'm proud to be your favorite shitposting stop. So thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, and so let's have a look at this stuff that comes in here. So like these Wrath of Kings, the like starter boxes come with a shit ton of stuff. And those are like all the individual warriors, I guess. And you get like, what did I say? You get like 31 minis in a starter box, which is crazy.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, which is really good value. But again, now you're worried about painting 31 minis to get through a starter box. But you know, all good, all good.
Oh, speaking of starter boxes, I got the blacksmith one yesterday, or Black Friday.
Oh, was it at CQ or you just bought it on the Steamforged?
I did Steamforged Black Friday. I actually didn't get to go to CQ.
CQ didn't have a lot
so
of
you got
stuff on sale.
the dice.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get
They
the
did
dice.
not.
Yeah, so I got the blacksmiths and I got the Christmas limited ed medals. Just because I was like, let's be real, I want buckwheat and I want Hearth Santa Claus. So let's see.
Should I read this?
Yes,
Listen up, YouTube.
I'm reading it right now.
Why would you say those things about me? I am an angle. I think he was trying to say Anglo.
I think he meant angel, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. He could have been Angel. Yeah, I was walking around CQ yesterday and like, what's on sale? And I was asking Andrew, the other Andrew, CQ Andrew, like, is this on sale? No. Is this on sale? No.
Yeah.
What's on sale?
DW and Privateer Press, buddy.
And then
yeah.
So then I walked up to the counter with a Malifaux mini, and then Amanda gave it to me on sale. So I'm like, sweet. It's
Nice.
always on sale.
Yeah, I think Amanda hooks it up a lot. Like there was
She
it was
does.
Pirate Day, and I was like, "Can I buy Fisherman?" And she's like, "I don't know if you can, but here you go." And I was like, "Yes."
Nice.
I was like, "That's how." Like anytime I ask about sales stuff, I'm like, "Amanda, is this on sale?"
Yep. Yeah.
He's a
And
90-degree angle.
puts it on
He's,
sale for
he's all about that. He's not obtuse and he's not cute.
90-degree, homie.
He's right in the middle.
Whoa. We'll glue together an example of one of these guys. So it is, these are made out of Restic, which I hate, but they're not as bad quality as like some of the older Restic. This guy is gonna need a little bit of cleanup, but he's like so rank and file. Like I'm gonna have like 20 of these dudes.
What the hell type of model is that? Wait, what Halo model is that? I don't remember playing as one of those.
No, this is Wrath of Kings, dude.
That's what I thought. I was like, this don't look like no Halo.
No, Halo was the busts.
Ah, I see. Is this Technus? This has to be Technus.
Yeah, this is Technus.
Yay.
So it's just a little. Oh, I'm gonna run out of glue.
You need to
That's
see
gonna
the
be
new
bad.
female Technics. They're so cool.
What were they called? The Ironsmiths or something?
Yeah, they are so sick. Like I wanted to start Technics just for those, but I was like Nasir.
I saw them. I thought they were pretty cool. They're fairly cool. They're not as cool as the. I think the Iron Lotus chicks are better.
Are those the
But
ones with like
that's just me.
what are they, like the lanterns like on chains? I can't remember.
Yeah, some of them have like whips, and the other ones have swords. Yeah, 90-degree homie. So see, they come on these pegs, and what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to be able to do, is you just glue them straight in, and then you fill in the rest.
Yeah, I
But
didn't
what I
like
can do
that.
is I can stick these in here right now. I'd have to trim them just a little bit. No, I don't, do I? And I can just stick them, I can glue them straight into the base. It's drying, and it should be good. Let's see. He is an angle. I don't know.
I need to advertise that tournament. It's coming up quicker than I think.
It is.
It's about it's 3 weekends away, so it's not that bad. But I didn't want to advertise it like a long time in advance because people be like, yeah, I forgot about it. Versus like 2 weeks, I feel like that's the happy medium. Just to be like, oh yeah, this is happening.
Cool. So he's gonna swing that. He's just an old man with a sword.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
your wife think I was the other Leah, and did you like get kind of like in trouble for a few minutes?
No. She
Okay.
did. She called me though to tell me that.
Shit.
It's the weirdest thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What is all this? I need
because
to.
Diz had commented, like she posted, my wife posted like a family photo of us or something, and she left a comment on it. And
It showed up on your
who knows?
timeline, so I thought it was you who posted. I didn't even realize it was her.
No, she posted that,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I have a weird. My timeline is weird because I'm supposed to be able to approve everything on my timeline, but people like randos can just put shit on my timeline. And I'm not calling my wife a rando.
No, I know.
I'm not calling her a rando, but like people can just do that. And then I thought I had it set to like approve.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna do that now. I'm a rando and I'm putting
post
shit on your timeline.
Just put shit on
like
my
that
timeline.
is the exact post.
I tag you guys and stuff sometimes, and I think about it later. And I'm like, maybe that's not appropriate to show up in their timeline. And I'm like, it's funny.
While we're looking at it at work or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Basically.
We just got Andrew fired. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, actually, I was watching that video at work, and I was like, "Oh," I was like,
"You don't actually see anything really," but it caught me off guard too. I did not expect that.
yeah. For a second, I was like, "Wait a minute." I was like, "Wait," because I didn't have the sound on. It's because I was at work, and I was watching. I was like, "Wait, something's not right here."
And I was expecting to hear the Fist of the North Star music.
Me too.
But I did not hear that music. It was.
Oh, I need to send you a picture of the Pillar Men from JoJo's Bizarre Zone.
Oh, Blade Wolf sent that to me the other day.
Good.
He sent me the whole like Pillar Men video.
Oh,
aren't they just fantabulous?
Yeah, they're fabulous.
They'll dry each other's tears any day, man.
That's a lot of dry tears. What is going on? Dry tears and dogs pissing on everything.
Yeah.
They look like they'd be really oiled up too. I'm looking at these guys right now, and they just look like.
Aren't they fantastic?
I could picture them kind of smelling like coconut oil or something all the time.
It's funny. I actually knew a guy that would literally put coconut oil on everything. He's like, oh yes,
God.
good for lotion, good for cooking, good for toothpaste. I'm like, whoa, like,
Whoa, settle down.
yeah. So that was my big fat Greek wedding. Put some Windex on it. That was his Windex.
Oh yeah. Was coconut oil?
Coconut oil was
That's hilarious.
his fucking Windex. He's like, my back hurts. I'm putting some coconut oil on it. Right? I'm like, what?
I don't think that's gonna work, buddy.
He's like, I need to do my hair. Coconut oil. I'm like, what? Yo.
Oh, that's awful.
I know.
Coconut oil in your hair?
A tiny
awful.
little bit is good though. Just a tiny little bit.
Yeah,
Reduces
If you just want like a little sheen on there or something like that,
Yeah.
like you just want a little.
You just
Yeah,
like
just gets
take
rid of
your-
Are
like
you just gonna let that soul glow?
Yeah, you get your your comb, you take a little bit, and you just like, and that was this guy's like hairdo thing. He's like, yeah, it gets a good shine. And I'm like, what in the world?
So it's like he's using it like pomade or something like that, right?
Yeah, but I
Like
mean,
Dapper Dan. He's using it like
he
Dapper
probably
Dan.
has stray dogs chasing him down alleyways and stuff. Because he smells like coconut oil.
probably, I don't know.
Like parakeets and shit.
Like just all the
Just
exotic
land.
animals. They're like, oh, my homeland. They're just chasing him down the street.
Oh, and you guys also missed this Desai 50 stuff that I was drinking. That shit is no joke, man. I don't know what it is about. Every time my dad comes over and I'm supposed to have dinner with him, I always get a hold of something that's like way too alcoholic.
I still think you mixed up the paint thinner with the alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know. That stuff was really strong. I could not believe how strong that was. Oh man, I know I'm gonna run out of glue and I'm gonna cry real tears.
Well, don't worry, we'll dry them. We'll dry them.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be bad.
Oh,
like
don't you
it's
have
too
backup?
late at night for me to go. This
should
is
always
the backup.
have multiple bottles of backup. I have like.
Hey Octave, want to
super glue.
refer me to the Steamforge store? Wait, what was that?
Yeah, actually, it's really referring people to the Steamforge store is really helpful because you get points and the other person gets a discount. So it's like you get Octave. So basically, how it works is you go to the Steamforge website, log in, and then there's a little thing at the bottom right hand corner where you click on it, and it's your reward points, right? So every 500 points is $5, and if you refer your friend, you get 500 points, and they get 15% off. So you get $5, and they get 15% off their purchase. It's really good, actually. Their rewards program is
really
killer.
good. They haven't even fixed the pundit program for the store yet. Like we don't have access to the pundit store.
Oh, weird.
Yet, which sucks, but whatever.
I should actually refer Kevin to this because I'm pretty sure he'd be like,
"Yeah,
I should. I'll share this to him right now."
Yeah, I bought like the Costco pack of this, which is like 12 of those, and then I put together. I forget what I was doing. I like put together like a ton of terrain one night. All of them, but like 3. Then I really had to dry my tears. Hey, what's up? Nelson's back.
I'm gonna go watch Stranger Things, and yes, Albert is asking if you can refer him to Steamforge store.
Oh,
yeah, we were just
I'll
talking
do
about
it.
that. It's a really good program.
Okay, well, Stranger Things time.
All right, see you guys. I'm heading out.
Yeah, I'll head out pretty soon as well to get my
all right.
calling me back.
See you guys. Everybody going
Bye,
to sleep.
everybody.
Good night. Bye, everybody. I'm staying on. I don't care.
Bye, guys.
All right. Yeah, I'll totally refer you to that. All good. Oh, whoops! I accidentally broke out a pig, but that's cool. We can see the pigs. Beep, beep. Bye. Everybody went to. Well, they didn't go to sleep. They went to go watch TV and things. And we're gonna glue pigs, which I know is not very entertaining stream stuff. But I did warn you guys in advance that that's what we're doing. Whoa. So if you guys have any topics or anything you want to talk about, I will. I mean, this is boring enough for me to be looking up at the chat and just doing that kind of stuff. It's like they're watching Stranger Things together from across the country. I guess they needed to get caught up on Stranger Things. I have not caught up on Stranger Things. And I don't know. I have two minds about it. I don't know. I don't know if I'll like it. And I don't want to be a hater. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to watch it when I watch it and then reserve my judgment until then. Reading up on the blacksmiths. What did you think of them versus the farmers? Honestly, I think their playstyle is more interesting than the farmers. And I really liked it. I don't have room for another team right now, which was one of the reasons why I sold them right out of the gate. But yeah, I did like them. Like I would consider playing them as one of my, I guess, main teams, if that makes sense. But yeah, had a lot of fun. And these go together fairly well. Yeah, I don't know. So these are the cool, like, union worker pig guys. I'll show you what one of these looks like, all built. But yeah, I'm into it, man. Oh boy, am I gonna have to break out more of these things? These union workers have some big ass swords, which I wish they had reach in the game. Like if you're gonna have a big Smiths has a mounted player, I saw that. That's kind of crazy. But they have a character that's like kind of floating. So the idea here is, I think I get 18 of these iron worker guys and then 18 of the pigs. So I'm gonna. So those are the two that we have to batch paint, are those things. Where is my stupid hobby knife? It's kind of driving me insane now. Hold on. I know it's here. Where is my hobby knife? I just don't want to, like, die reaching for it at some point. What the hell? We'll find it. Let's just use a pair of scissors, I guess, for now. Yeah, he's a sprinter, the apprentice to the mounted player. Oh, that's cool. Good to know. I do like that every single piece is individually wrapped, because this would be confusing as hell if it wasn't. What is going on over there? So if you're just joining the feed, welcome to the feed. If you're just joining the feed, welcome to the feed. This is a Hangout feed, so if you do have Google Plus and you want to come hang out and just chit chat, let me know. I'll send you to the Google Hangout, and you're welcome to join in and say things, other things, things that are on your mind, things, you know. Yeah. Otherwise, sit here and build my Wrath of King stuff. These piggy things. Whoa. Okay. The other thing I can do is we can put a little bit of music on if nobody is hang out. There's always that. No, I think I had at a good level last time. Boom. So anybody else doing any hobby stuff right now, or are we all just watching me dick shit? Here we go. There we go. About the timing here is the epoxy sculpt is hardening at the appropriate rate now to where it's going to keep most of its form, but you can still, in other words, you can still, the pegs of the model firm plant in there. Placebo Pete picked up the farmer's box, so at least he's near me. That's right. He did tell me about that. Got another guild ball team because he plays engineers. So there's that. So here we go. We're in this point here where we have too many games. Still loving my board games too. Considering a second games on the channel, which I think should be pretty cool because if we have 2 nights for board games and we stream on Thursdays twice a month on this channel, I want to have like painting and hobby, but I really want to get closer to like 50-50 gaming and hobby, because I don't think there's on YouTube that's quite that balanced. Would be Ash, Gorilla Miniatures, because he does kind of gaming and then he'll do like Q&A streams and that kind of stuff. Paint hobby early in the week and then game at the end. Tuesday, well, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday could be like the hobby days. And well, actually, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday would all be gaming. Nope. Yeah, I'm not saying I would stream every day. Pretty damn ambitious calendar. Oh, that's a boss. What's this? That's also a boss. Hold on. Start separating. Boss, boss. Ooh, there's a bunch of those. These are also infantry. Infantry. All right. Every day is tough to do with 2 kids. To not sleep. Man, I got kind of lucky tonight. My wife was like, the kids were still awake. So she was like, yeah, go do you. I'm very appreciative of that. But no, it's a pretty fortunate situation to be able to, you know, take care of the kids during the day and then at night go down and stay down for a good chunk of the night, which is what we're looking at here. Then I can do stuff like this. Where is... I got way too much stuff on my desk right now. I can't even... Let me put together a couple more of these, and then I'll send you the referral to the store. I'll put together one more of these, and I'll do it right after this guy. Time sitter during the day. Kids 5 days a week. And then, you know, my wife is usually home 3, and I'm usually home a little bit after that. So then, you know, from 3 to about 9, you know, my wife and I have the kids. And right around 8:30, 9 is when they start to go down. So you got this guy. Nice to have the full time. She's with the one that was like the Tuesday, Thursday sitter. She was having issues kind of making it here. My wife and I were burning a lot of like our suddenly, because we had to just suddenly take the day off to watch our kids. So, you know, that didn't quite work out. We had to let her go. Our other sitter, she just like, we got really lucky because she was like, I just really 5 days a week. It's like, really? You know, she was going to school. She's a younger girl. Assume that she's gonna want to stay in school, but no, she wants to watch our kids. She really loves our kids. That's crazy. Be crazy if you know what I might do. Let's do it. And with I don't want to like turn this stream into like a slideshow by trying to simulcast. I want to at least get this stuff built. Provided I have enough glue. That's going to be the question. Oh boy. I don't even know how this arm goes on. Wait a minute. How the hell does that arm go on? And we'll never know. What the hell? That's just a really odd position. It's kind of funky. Okay. And you get a few of these female ones. But yeah, we are looking at a Wednesday gaming stream. And who knows? Be a gaming crew on. You know, I love my Friday crew. We're going to keep that going as long as we can. Now, that's not going to be forever. We're just going to, just like I said, we're going to try to enjoy that as long as we possibly can. Why does that joint just not fit all that well? And this one's actually pointing the sword forward, like correctly. Yeah, so it'll be similar to Friday. Yeah, it'll be similar to Friday, online only. I'm hoping to start around 9. With that by 11:30, so it would just take the spot of like a regular 2.5 hour paint session. What I do. And so, oh, I said I would send you the thing. I built the model. Hold on. Let's do that right now. Do I have a login yet? Let me make sure my pundit login still works. Yeah, still here. Okay. Okay. So if I go back to Steamforge Games, right? And at the bottom, able to refer. I forget, how do you refer this? I have no idea how to refer this. On the screen of the web store should be a number. Oh, okay, so I got to go to the web store. Web store. Okay, am I logged in? So I got to log in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if I go here, these are the points redemption. Oh, refer friends. Mail. Right, and you sent me your email here. All right. There we go. Okay, I think that should work. All right, back to building supply of guys. Man, I hope I got some backup glue here somewhere, because this is gonna get ugly if I can't. This is ridiculous. That's why I love this like mixed song. Just stupid Tom Cruise shit. Dude, this might actually be the end of the line here. Find some more glue. All right. Yeah, no problem, dude. Like this, probably better for Twitch than for YouTube. was like, I'll do a YouTube Hangout because why not? You think I could probably try to. Could probably try to squeeze in one more. Couple more. I could do a couple more before I have to go look for glue. Have to be more pieces than the other ones. Technically, he's not. There we go. Got at least a king, or maybe they just have it left on, or who knows. Okay. Oh shit. I wonder how. Okay, what's up, Blade Wolf? You missed the whole crew, and now they're all watching Stranger Things. Yeah, no worries, dude. Needed? Go up. All right. Oh, I should continue to risk it, huh? Totally run out of glue. So we're just building Wrath of Kings right now. Here. Cannot find my hobby knife, and that's kind of driving me crazy. Because I know my hobby knife is on my desk somewhere, and it's going to cut me when I do find it. Whoa. It's a big ass army, dude. So regarding the Weeb soundtrack, I'm just gonna kind of grow this playlist out 3 hours long and try to find specifically like, because I don't care, like if YouTube demonetize it, but it's not monetized, so like notices on these videos, and they're like, you didn't do anything wrong because you're not making any money off of it. So So I'm good to continue to do this. But what I don't want to do is like play artists' music, because then I can actually get in trouble even if I'm not making any money off of it. Yeah, this is the Technis starter box. 31 minis. It's crazy. But see, stuff like this, like remastered Japanese pop, like J-pop, you know, get me kicked off YouTube. Oh, by the way, this is a Hangout stream. So if you are in hopping on the chat, I can send you a link to the Hangout. Not comment section. And I'm just gonna keep building shit. My plan of attack here is I'm gonna paint all of the Born Warriors or whatever first, along with their, and then I'll come back and paint all the pigs. I still have enough glue to work. It's fairly impressive. Probably hop on like Bandcamp or something and find more. Oh crap. Couple people have logged. Good night to whoever those people were that were lurking. And the farmer's promo box, were those harvest tokens just cardboard? They are, yeah. Thick cardboard, if that helps, but yeah, they were just cardboard. Should be able to get at least all of the 30 done tonight, which would be nice. Still staring at space roller dice. Do it. I don't know. I'm a bad influence. Good all weekend. I haven't bought shit. Just the Kingdom Death thing. Okay. Hot hobby and clothes. Clothes. I need more tire. Been kind of avoiding that too. That's a 50. I think that's a regular pig. That looks like a character. These are regular pigs. Regular pig. Looks like a character pig. This looks like a character pig. Looks like a character. This also looks like a character. Me. This looks like dude. Found a regular dude. Okay. I'm just deathly curious to know what the hell this chick is talking about because she's freaking awesome. Did I really? I couldn't have left my. Couldn't have left my my car. Could I? I'm gonna second guess myself. All right, here we go. Because I might have to go to my and get my other clue. Whoa. Okay. This is pretty good. A few more pigs here to do. So I have pigs from. I've only put together 4 pigs. And meanwhile, I have 3, 10, 12 iron guys done. 8 more pigs to put together. Starter bonus. Iron guys and another 6 pigs to put together. 3rd unit boss. All right. Okay. Yeah, for sure I'm gonna have to go find quick. We're gonna do most, if not all, of this shit tonight, man. Because the sooner we get these built, because I want to take advantage of the fact that the epoxy sculpt is still tacky. Where would I have stuck backpack? It's not. I don't think it's in the trunk of my car, but I could be wrong. Like, it's not here. It's not where it normally is. And I want to put it there. No, it's got to be in the back of my car. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to try to do this nice and quiet, okay? So feel free to talk. Oh, you're tapping out. Good night, everyone. There might not be anybody here when I get back. You know what? We'll go ahead and just close it for now. I'll close the feed for now because it is late and there's not too many people on. But yeah, if you want to hang out, let me know. I'm going to hit offline and I can still send you, hit me up on Facebook if you still want to hang out. We're going to call the video to a close. I want to thank everybody for watching. Have a good night, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.